Did you see and hear this? I gave you a video yesterday explaining how Joe Biden pardoned his son Hunter after Karine Jean-Pierre, the spokesperson for Joe Biden, has been saying that that wasn't going to happen. In fact, I've got a piece of video I'm going to show you in a minute of Joe Biden himself saying he's not going to do it. And now, of course, we all come back to reality, and he did, in fact, do it. Let me remind you of what Karine Jean-Pierre said all along when she was asked about this.
Second one, would the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear, and I said no.
And I said no. And we've had that over and over and over again. She's been saying no. And remember, Joe Biden, back in June, when sitting down with David Muir from ABC News, said this.
Your son Hunter is on trial, and I know that you cannot speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Ruled out a pardon for his son. Yes, he ruled it out. And then, again, if you recall, just yesterday he did, in fact, pardon him. Well, Karine Jean-Pierre was on Air Force One and was with a gaggle, that's a group of reporters, and she was asked about this. Was it basically a lie?
You have said repeatedly yourself since the election, the president has said for months, no pardon was coming. I wanted to ask you, could those statements now be seen as lies from the American people? Is there really a credibility issue here given now this announcement?
First of all, one of the things that the president always believes is to be truthful to the American people. That is something that he always truly believes. And if you see the end of his, I assume that you've read his statement, and you look at the end of that statement, and he actually says that in the first line in the last paragraph, and respects the thinking and how the American people will actually see this in his decision making. And I would encourage everyone to read in full the president's statement. I think he lays out his thought process. He lays out how he came to this decision. He came to this decision this weekend. So let's be very clear about that. He says it himself. It's in his voice. He said he came to this decision this weekend. And he said he wrestled with this.
Yep.
And because he believes in the justice system, but he also believes that the war politics infected the process and led to a miscarriage of justice.
So you can say it over and over and over again for months and months and months. Both she and Joe Biden can say it, but it didn't really mean anything because he wants to be transparent and he made this decision spur of the moment over the weekend. You buying any of that? Make sure you like, you share, you comment, and why aren't you following? Come on.